let's get started. Turn that volume off here. Very good. Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome. Once again, it's time for the Accidental Net for Monday, December 15th, 2025. Hey, in 2 weeks plus a day, we'll have to switch over to 2026. Just a little over 2 weeks and a day left. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, and my call sign is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. The Monday Night Net is on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. The call sign is VE3ZOE, and we're here every Monday from 7 p.m. until, well, either 8 o'clock rolls around or we have no more check-ins. And so I hope you're all having a good day, staying nice and warm. It's currently -4, feeling like -8. Tonight going down to -12, feeling like -19. So another chilly night. With that, do we have any time-sensitive, mobile, or priority traffic stations who would like to check in? I do want to thank Terry for the use of this fine repeater, VE3IQL. Terry, thank you so much for the use of the VE3ZOE Repeater. Always a pleasure. Can't wait for you to get the antenna back up higher. And so with that, let's open up the net to anyone and everyone with a valid license. Please come now.
VA3WPG.
All right, I did hear VA3WPG, but it sounded like there was a double at the same time. Is there another station?
Papa Delta Lima.
There's that guy that keeps chasing me around all day today. All right, so let's bring in Chris, VA3WPG.
Good evening, everybody. VA3WPG. Clicked on the HF today. Didn't really hear much. Checked out the band conditions and proceeded to flick the HF radio to the off position. Other than that, Monday, not much going on. Just doing some laundry. Fun. Just dropping a check in here, and we'll be listening to the net in the background here.
Okay, Chris, very good. So, how are you making out with noise with your studio lights that you got outside there?
They're on right now, blue and white. They don't seem to affect me too much on UHF. It's more on the A-Reg that I need to flick them off during the net there.
Ah, very good. Yeah, well, all the lights work differently, so if they're decent quality, they shouldn't affect too much, but on 2 meters, there you go. All right, Chris, well, thanks for checking in, sir. I do appreciate it, and it's always good to have clean laundry. Usually if someone else can do it, it's always nicer. Kind of like cooking. You know, I cook here all the time at home, but every once in a while it's nice to have somebody put a plate in front of you and someone else made the dinner. So, all right, Chris, anything else?
Yeah, the ones I got outside, they're not exactly high quality. I wouldn't put my good ones outside. They're just the cheap ones, Chinese ones from Amazon. What were they? I think they're just your basic 36 LED par lights. I think it was $150 for a set of 4 of them, maybe 8. No, 4. I don't know, I can't remember. Not really the cheap ones outside, but yeah, they light it up good out there. But no, and other than that, let's just keep her moving, and we'll be listening along. Anything else comes up, I will come back in. VE3ZOE WPG.
All right, sounds good, Chris. Let's bring in Paul, VE3 Papa Delta Lima.
The stalker. No, I was on the HF and I was checking out 80. It was dead. Checked out 40. It was dead. Went to 14 and looked for the strongest signal that I was receiving, because 20 meters was working pretty good. And as soon as I tuned in there, I heard you in the background with all the other 800 people calling out for that guy. So I thought I'd jump in and see if I could do it too.
Yeah, funny you say that, Paul. Did you have your amplifier on to make contact with him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because normally I can get him on the first or second try, but man, he was busy. It was a special call sign, or a special event call sign. Oh, very good, very good. Well, I got in right after you.
Yeah, I caught that. Yeah, right on, man. He was booming in though. He was like 20, 25 over S9 up here.
Yes, he was solid. I'm sure he was running a little bit of power, and quite the pile up he was going there. So, yeah, 'tis the month for the special event call signs. I completely forgot that there's another 12 days of Christmas. I'll have to look into the dates there, but there's another QRZ certificate that you can get with hardly any effort. So once again, you can add one to your many certificates that you can get on QRZ there. Anyways, Paul, other than that, everything going all right?
Yes, sir. Actually, you just reminded me. I got to pay my dues at QRZ there soon. I got an email telling me I was getting close to payment time, so glad you reminded me. But yeah, everything's going good here, Chuck. I bricked up the chimney so the fat guy can't slide down. Bah humbug. No, but we got the tree up and the lights for the grandkids and stuff, and yeah, looking forward to that part.
Yes, very good then. All right, well, thanks for your check-in, Paul. Much appreciated. And bricked up the fireplace. Okay. All right, then. If you got anything else, buddy, jump right in, all right? And with that, that clears my list. And let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night Accidental Net. This is VA3CJZ.
VE3KDT. VA3IMW.
All right, two more there. Let's bring in VE3KDT, followed by IMW. Noel, you made it back. Come on in.
VA3ZOE, VE3KDT. Good evening, and everyone else on that. Yeah, just a quick little, had to run out, go grab the prescriptions and all that other fun stuff. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, just still plugging away. Lots of packing and everything else. I heard you guys there. I was listening to the stream yesterday. Was a little bit behind, so I still had the boys in the car. So I quickly shut the volume off on you there, Chuck.
No worries. I'm sure you're not the first person to do that to me there. No worries. So how's the car anyways?
Sorry, how's the car, you said?
Yeah, your vehicle there. How, yeah, I know you do a lot of back and forth to London there. So you're going to be all right for the move?
I think we're getting into Murphy's Law territory here. If I say it's good, it's going to blow up on me tomorrow. And yeah, so it's been hanging in there, and my plan is to drive that thing into the ground. So fingers crossed it stays going strong. But yeah, and as the previous for the previous part there, thanks for the well wishes and that with the move and everything. But yeah, I was quick on that.
Yeah, very good. Well, speaking of Murphy's Law there, Noel, I know exactly what you're talking about. I once brought my wife and young daughter to Ottawa to visit my grandmother for Christmas as she was getting up in age there, and I knew I had to make it. And the car was smoking just as we got into Ottawa. And by the time I parked and stopped the car in front of my grandmother's house on the street, the engine let out and all the oil fell out. So I had to clean that up. And the car had to be scrapped. And we ended up getting a rental to come back home. So, yep, but I made it there.
Yeah, no, fingers crossed, actually. It just reminded me of, it was a few years ago, with that same car, when I first got it. Basically the wiring harness got torn right out, and my car lit up like a Christmas tree. It wasn't anything, I didn't hit anything or whatever else. I literally just turned the corner, and the whole dashboard lit up. It went into like limp mode. I had about, I don't know, felt like 50 horsepower, if that. Just trying to get home, and yeah, sure enough, when they took it all apart, they're like, yeah, it got crunched. So I'm hoping to not have any more of that. And as far as the Murphy's Law part, that's going back from my stepdad. Anytime he uttered the words "you're paid for" to a vehicle, it blew up the next day.
Yeah, just like what do you call it there? Warranties. Yeah. The day after a warranty expires, kept bluey. All right, Noel. Well, I wish you all the best, and well, we still got a little ways to go. So you're going to be good to go for tomorrow night here, or are you busy?
No, I'll be good for that. I'll be putting around and everything else. So it'll be my break for the evening kind of thing.
All right, Noel, looking forward to it. Okay, then. So let's move over and say hi to Mac, VA3IMW.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey with you, and happy Monday. A good day it has been. This is day 1 of 5 before my Christmas holiday, so I'm on countdown mode. So I have a long list of little tasks that need to get all finished up by the end of the week, and I'm knocking them off bit by bit as I go. And then once we get finished with this week, we don't have to go back up there until the 6th of January. So nice stretch to be non-functional, lazy, and lethargic. Other than December 21st on next Sunday, where we're going to go out and do some activation. And looks like the weather's not going to be too bad. Forecast seems to be fairly good for the time being. And as I said before, we'll probably plan on being at the park for 11:30 and get RF active by noontime, and then work as many bands as possible. Obviously, giving everybody a chance to get on the microphone and battle off the tent people where required, etc., etc., etc. Anyways, I wonder if we'll hear from Bill tonight. I did get a text message from him this morning. He's moving a little slow, but I trust he's on the mend. Still haven't heard of the other bill, VE3EKJ, but perhaps as 7:30 rolls around, maybe once he finishes up his call with Mum, he'll be able to check in as well. I see Larry has also checked in on YouTube, as has Steve, VA3NFG. So, other than that, Charles, don't have much more to share. I forgot to mention yesterday that another trip to get gas for the week, and it was certainly nice to see the liters spinning faster than the price. So 96.9 cents a liter. Very good. Anyways, thanks for doing this one, and don't forget to pop over and say hi to Marty on the NCF repeater. He's on there until 8 o'clock, and then we get a chance to go and listen to Rick on 7100 at 8 p.m. All right, back to you, sir, before I time things out.
What? You time out something? Come on. All right, very good, Mac. And so, looking forward. Hopefully the forecast holds out, and everybody has a wonderful time this weekend for the get-together. And my wife is also counting down the days. This will be the longest stretch that she has off for Christmas, and so she's looking forward to that. She'll have plenty of time to do her puzzle that she doesn't know she's getting yet. Don't spoil it. All right, Mac, thanks again for your check-in. And let's see, I think that clears my list. Yes, that's right. Don't forget to go to the NCF repeaters, 2-meter or 70-centimeter ones, to say hi to Marty and check in with the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. And then, of course, at 8 p.m., we'll be going over to 40 meters and saying hi to Rick on 7.100 at 8 p.m. Now, I checked the bands earlier today, and 7100 was actually quite low for noise level. Hopefully the trend continues into the evening, and Rick has a successful net and doesn't get too lonely. When he gets lonely, he talks to one person for half an hour. That way, he only needs 2 check-ins. Just kidding. All right, very good. We all love Rick. Okay, with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday Night Accidental Net.
I heard that.
Oops. All right, let's bring in Rick, and he can tell us all about the Rack Winter Contest, VE3BK.
Hey, they were having trouble on NCF there with the linking and stuff, and they got it sorted out now, looks like. Anyway, Rack Winter Contest, big one coming up, and it's this weekend. Starts Friday night at 7 p.m. So it's the December 20th Zero Zulu. 2100 or 2359, I should say, on December 20th. So it's all on December 20th, 24 hours minus a minute. And anyway, that's a big one. Get on, just turn your radio on, if nothing else, and give out a few contacts to your fellow Canadians. The 1010 contest looked like it was pretty successful. I was on there, made a few contacts, gave out a few contacts, even worked. I worked Cayman Islands on 10 meters, and it looked like it was all north-south backscattered, so it turned out pretty good. Anyway, that's me. I'm just checking in. I'm just spinning the dial and seeing what's on here. So I just happened to catch that. Yes, and if we don't have a lot of check-ins, we have a conversation anyway, and that's what radio's all about. Doesn't matter how many you're not in it to get big numbers. You're in it to have fun. So anyway, that's it. Turn your radio on and have fun on the weekend. That's all I got there. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
You're absolutely right, Rick. It's all about the conversations you have, not about the numbers. For some people it is, but for us in this area, yeah, it's all about quality conversation. And so, with that, the Rack Winner contest will be for CW and phone, and it starts with 2 meters. So if you don't have HF, and all you have is 2 meter capability, you can still give some guys some points. There'll probably be some rovers out and trying to get points. So it starts with 2 meters, 6 meters, 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And as Rick mentioned, it's a 24-hour net starting at Friday, 7 o'clock our time, and running for, 23 hours and 59 minutes. All right, Rick, thanks so much. I look forward to checking in on 40 meters. I don't know, did you check the bands recently? I know they were good earlier. The noise floor was nice and low.
Yeah, I have no idea what the bands are like today. I had to go visit a doctor today, so anyway, we'll have to get that sorted out later. And yeah, I'm just feeling around on the band right now on 40 meters, and it looks like I got lots of noise, so we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, back to that. For you, Chuck, thanks for letting me in there. VE3ZOE, we'll see you on 7100. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
All right, and you may be able to watch that on the live stream there, Rick. So I plan on doing that, just giving you a heads up, if that's all right. And let's see, what else? Geez, I forgot now. Yeah, okay, Rick, we'll catch you there. Oh, yeah, I checked in today, around lunchtime, I guess it was, at 1 o'clock. Checked in with a gentleman in, where was he? Brockville. Victor Alpha 3, Italy, Charlie. That's how he said his call. His name is Ian out of Brockville there. He was running about 400 watts, sounding good. So I checked in with him. So I don't just check in with you guys on that TP net there. I try and say hi to the guys I can hear and say hello when I have time. So, all right, Rick, thanks again. With that, let's bring in some more check-ins there. Who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night accidental net? This is VE3ZOE.
I got something else for you. I was talking there.
VE3, every kind of junk.
Yeah, junk, stand by for a minute. Yeah, I was talking about Art. We got somebody to go over there, and Art is back on frequency, so we should be able to hear him on Wednesday night. And let's see, well, Marty was away doing moving, but now he's got the flu or something again, something like you had, so he's not going anywhere. Anyway, I'm clear, and every kind of junk there, go ahead.
All right, Rick, thanks for that. That's awesome news. So let's bring in a stranger that's come back to us, VE3, every kind of junk. Bill.
He had what's called a chassis stand for sale on Marketplace, which is basically a wooden rack, and it's adjustable for different sizes of things, where you can flip an old radio chassis upside down and have it in there quite comfortable and tilt it to the right angle and make it easier to work on. And as I say, he had it on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. And I was going to take a run up Wednesday afternoon on the bus, which would have been a bit much for an old guy like me, but it was supposed to be warmer. But anyway, make my short story long, he made a phone call to me just after supper, says I can deliver it to you tonight, so he's been at the door. That's why I was late checking in. And it's always something, but I've wanted one of these chassis stands for a long time because I work on all the old boat anchors. You know, that's my pride and joy type stuff. so it's going to make life a little bit easier. Can't bench press old chassis as easily as I once did there, Chuck.
Yeah. I bet you used to be able to do one in each hand there, Bill. Well, good for you. You got something you needed and wanted, and you actually got it delivered. So, way to go. I am curious, though. It's only 7:25 p.m., and you're not on the phone call with Mom. What's going on?
Well, bless her heart, my mom is the type, I guess when you get to be 93 and you're a mom, you worry a lot more. And at the stroke of 7, if her phone isn't ringing, she starts to worry. And by 7:02, she panicked. And she'll call me. And she did call me while I was rushing around getting things ready. And we worked it out. I'm going to call her at 8 o'clock. But, Chuck, there was one time, Bell Telephone had a shutdown in a blackout in my neighborhood. There was no phone lines at all. There was no internet. There was no telephone. There was no nothing. And, of course, it happened just after supper, and 7 o'clock came, and I couldn't call her. It just wasn't possible. And again, to make a short story long, about half an hour later, my brother-in-law's in my driveway because Ma called him from Brantford because she was panicking that something must have happened to me.
You see, Bill, that's why you have to synchronize your watch. Because some of these very senior people count down the seconds. And when the clock hits the buzzer and nothing happens, they get worried. I can see that. So make sure your watch is synchronized and you call exactly, or even if you call too early, you might get excited and think something's wrong too, right?
Maybe. But when there was the phone blackout, I didn't know this, Chuck, but I've never been through too many of those in my life, and I assumed that if the Bell Telephone Company had your phones blacked out in a neighborhood, that people would either get a busy signal or something that they could tell that there was something wrong with the line. But apparently, no, that's not true. My mom was calling me frantically, and it would ring, but of course nobody could pick it up. So she assumed the worst, that I had tumbled down the stairs, or the house was on fire, or a meteorite struck the building. Who knows? So I try not to be late with her, and I don't get frustrated because, hey, she's reached 93 and she's still going strong, and I think she's got a right to be a little overly worrisome.
Yes, absolutely, Bill. And so, it's very rare to get a phone blackout because if you remember, whenever we'd have a power blackout, I mean, the street lights, everything would be out, but your landline would work. I don't know if that's the case nowadays, but yeah, they used to be fairly reliable there, Bill.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Chuck. Oh, well, my life's been mostly boring. I've never had too much in the way of emergencies or whatever. There was a couple of times, once back in the 60s and once back in the 70s and once back in the 80s, where we got snowed into a blizzard and had some temporary power failures. Funny how they always come when it's cold out. But, in fact, we're kind of overdue. I've got a theory, Chuck, that Mother Nature mostly ignores Hamilton. We never get an earthquake. We never get a hurricane. Well, we did once, 1954, Hurricane Hazel. But for the most part, we have a kind of boring and safe climate around Hamilton. But every 20 or 30 years, Mother Nature looks and says, "Oh, I forgot about you guys," and whoop, we get a huge pile of snow. And I think we're a little overdue right now, Chuck.
Well, I don't mind being snowed in. I don't mind tons and tons of snow, but when you start taking my power away in the middle of winter, I get a little concerned. When we had that big power outage in 2003, thank God it happened. I think it was in July or August, and you can always camp camp out in your backyard or what have you, and or just leave and go officially go camping. That's what we did when we had that big power outage in 2003 there. So yeah, I feel bad for people losing power in the middle of winter, that's for sure. Anyhow, Bill, well, I'm glad everything worked out, and thanks for your check-in, sir. And let me see, do you have anything else before I do another call-out?
That's why you need a Generac.
Well, no, I got nothing else there, Chuck, because, like I say, I'm kind of boring. Maybe it's the solder fumes that I keep sniffing. But I'll just listen to the net until it's time to close it up, and then I'll go back to this old Hammerland I'm working on for a friend.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, what's up?
Comment for Bill.
Go ahead, Paul.
VE3PDL. Hey, Bill, I don't know if you'd call this a boat anchor if it's old enough for you, but I've got an older radio here, a summer camp FT277ZB.
Is that a German version of early 70s Yaesu in the FT101 family, only it's got a digital display?
Yes, sir, that's the girl.
Yeah, they're sweethearts. They're sweethearts, but I don't take on that many projects these days. I like the ones that are all tubes. The one you've got there is a hybrid. It'll have tube finals, but the early part is all solid state. They're well-made rigs, though, and they do just fine for something that's not all fancy digital today. But at least you can work on them, which is more than you can say for most of them. I feel sorry for the guys that they may have the money and they buy something for a number of grand, but the way they're put together, there's no thought whatsoever about someday having to service them. And I just refuse for that sort of stuff. But, I do a bit for friends, and then, of course, there's pin money and such, but, I just love them.
Yeah, I like this radio here. I use a D104 on it whenever I fire it up, and yeah, it's cool having one of the old ones around. Anyways, I didn't mean to interject, just wanted to throw that out there, and I'll let you get back to Chuck. Thanks, gentlemen. VE3PDL, back to net control.
All right, very good, gentlemen. Not a problem. I'd like to acknowledge Albert checking in with us on YouTube. Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango. Albert checking in from cold, snowy Barrie. By the way, Albert is offering an all-expense-paid trip to Barrie, Ontario, where you can stay in his condo, and he's got a brand new snow shovel waiting for you. So just get a hold of him there, and he'll make arrangements. And, of course, we've got Mark, VA3MHV, checking in. Larry, LBI, checked in also. And Kenny the Dragon, 47. And, of course, I'm glad Albert's getting a chuckle out of that. And I'm sure he's got plenty of shovels over at the site, for sure. Okay, very good then. So let's see who else is out there would like to check in to the Monday Night Accidental Net. My name is Chuck, and my call is VA3CJZ. Anyone, anywhere.
VE3ZOE PG, that was funny. There's a snow shovel waiting for you.
Okay. VE3RWJ.
A VE3RWJ. Chris, hey, good evening. Come on in. How are you?
Hello, Chuck. Everyone else. I haven't checked in on this net in quite a while. I don't really have much news, other than I'm glad I'm inside where it's warm. Had to get the humidifier out. It's getting very dry. Had a bit of a nosebleed, so we're into that season. But we're all set for Christmas. Tonight is the last edition of the Sounds Good net for a couple of weeks. We're going to take a couple weeks off this year. Usually we go right through, but we're going to follow the lead of some other nets and take a little bit off. But anyway, that's all we've got here. Back to you, Chuck, VE3RWJ.
Okay, Chris. Yeah, I ended up filling up a small bucket of water by the heat vent there in our dining room because I've yet to buy a humidifier for Christmas or let's see, my wife has a birthday 2 days after. I might buy that for her birthday. But yeah, in a pinch, a pail of water, a pot, even a cooking pot by the heat vent will disperse some moisture into the air. And yeah, I've got very dry skin. No nosebleeds yet, but it has happened in the past. And so, Chris, are you going to be participating in the Rack Winter Contest this Friday?
Possibly. Not seriously, but I'll probably tune around and give it a few contacts, see how many other rack stations I can hear.
Yes, absolutely. Always my goal to get as many of those rack stations as possible. And I've never even looked at how many I've collected over the last few years there. So hopefully conditions will be positive. And I didn't participate in the 10-meter one only because I don't like having to be forced to pull up the actual contesting logging software so you can tell the guy, yeah, you're number 28, you're number 402, you know what I mean? I don't like giving that number out. But normal exchanges, I'm good with that. Anyhow, well, thanks for taking the time out and checking in with us, Chris. Always a pleasure. And I always try my best on A-Reg night to give you a quick check-in there. So I think I missed the last... Oh, I've been sick, that's why. I was in bed for like 4 days, so that's why I missed that last one.
Hey, that's all right. No problem. But I always appreciate it when you do stop by. And you're very strong on direct, by the way. Speaking of signal reports and stuff, you're probably about S6 here. Yeah, I agree with you about the serial numbers in that contest. It's kind of annoying, but I heard people doing both, and I gave contacts to a few people, and they didn't object to just 5-9 Oscar November for Ontario. So they weren't demanding a number. So I'm not sure why some people were doing that and some people weren't.
Yeah, I tend to find that you can do that. Being Canadian, they don't really bother you too much with serial numbers. But if it's a European to European, they usually ask for it.
Okay, I didn't consult the rules, so not sure what the official story is there. But we did a little on Sunday. It wasn't too bad. We worked a bunch of stations. Saturday was a little rough. A lot of South America coming in.
Yeah, for some reason, South America loves, and Central America, they both love that 10 meters. So, it's an easy antenna. It's a vertical, no string and wires necessary. You just, like for me, I've got an old Antron 99, 20 feet off the ground, and I can talk around the world. So, um, and they can handle a bit of power. They do say 1,500 watts. I wouldn't go over, 500 or 1,000, but anyways, yeah. The South Americans and Brazil there, they love the 10 meters.
Yeah, yep. I heard a few Antron 99s on the weekend. With a tuner, how far away from 10 meters can you get with a tuner? Can you do 15 on that?
Yes, that's the thing. It's actually rated up to 30 megahertz, and so you can get away. I've heard guys saying they got away with 20 meters, but I don't think you could get very far with that. But 15, I think, or 17, and you're good to go with that as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Back in the old days, I had an Antron and a Uniden HR2510, I think like everyone else been back then. But I had no trouble doing all of 10 and all of 11, let's just put it that way. Anyway, thanks for doing this, Net. I got to go read my notes over for my net.
Okay, Chris. Well, have a great rest of the evening, and we'll listen for you again and drop in and say hi when we do. So thanks again. We'll clear with VE3RWJ, and let's see. I'd like to check on the YouTube stream and see who else. Okay, nobody new. Kenny the Dragon. I don't know if I mentioned he's with us, and. He mentioned that we had a tornado back in 2005 when I previously mentioned we lost power there, the eastern seaboard, in 2003. And he says that 2005 was the tornado. And I believe my wife and I were at Berenga's on the beach at the time, and we actually saw it coming in off the lake. And so everybody, of course, ran indoors to the restaurant. And the power went out, and of course there was word that a tornado had touched down there around the Centennial Parkway area, I think. And so I remember that. All right, so with that, do we have any other check-ins for tonight's Accidental Net? This is VA3CJZ.
VE3 WPG.
Yes, sir. WPG recheck. Go ahead.
Just going to do a quick comment out here under looking for thing. What the hell does this say? MH36? Yeah, 36. I'm gonna looking for an MH36 microphone, a Yaesu Mike Hotel -36 microphone. Older thing. If anyone's got an old junk drawer with a bunch of old crap in it, looking for an MH36 microphone, Yaesu. Just throwing that out there. VE3 WPG.
Okay, that's so Mike Hotel 36 microphone for Yaesu, and that would be a what is it, a 6-pin DIN, or what is that?
It's a telephone jack style.
Oh, modular plug. Okay, very good then. So if anybody has one of those in their junk drawer, there, just get a hold of Chris, and I'm sure he'd love to work something out with you. All right, Chris?
That is affirmative, yeah. If anyone's things kicking around locally, it'd probably be a little bit easier than eBay. Faster, too. Okay, VA3 WPG. Tariff-free.
Yeah, you gotta love that tariff-free. Okay, so let's do a last call then. It is getting on at 7:45 p.m. This is last call for the Monday night Accidental Net on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. You don't have to be a member. Anyone can join. Please come now.
VE3ZOE.
VE3ZOE. I almost forgot about you, Huey. I heard you blowing sweet kisses to PDL there, so come on in. How are you?
Oh, you know me. I'm always thinking about PDL. He's my buddy. Oh, no, it's all good, buddy. Just want to wish Merry Christmas to everybody. And Ham Outlet, I think Ham Outlet has your radio, your FT1, on sale there. The unit alone is it's on sale for $11.29, and it's the optimal, the whole kit with the underwater thing is going for $1,600. So if you got it from them, it'd save me almost $600 from Radio World.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. So Huey, that's an American price, right? I'm sure that's not a Canadian price. And then of course when they knock on your door, they say, "Oh, by the way, you owe me $350 in duties and taxes."
Get away with it, no problem. Ham. No, but I'm just saying, you get it for $1,100. It only costs you $1,400 for the head, and about $1,800 for the back piece, the under piece. That saves you almost $800 from Radio World, plus tax. So I think it's a good buy. And I heard you there, Polly Wally.
I heard you too back there.
All right, Huey. Well, I will have a look. Of course, you know me. I'm not rich, so I'm always up for a deal. I will check it out. That's Ham Radio Outlet. That's right. HRO. Thanks for that tip there, Huey.
And like I said, I'm thinking about getting one there from there because, you know what I mean? To save $800 from Radio World, you know, it's a big difference.
Yeah. Well, you know, everybody has different thoughts on that. I mean, you got to think about the, like I mentioned, the tariffs, the duties, the tax, and then, of course, if you got something wrong with your unit, you have to ship it back across into the States and then back over. So, because the way things are now with the guy with the orange skin there, I think I'd prefer shopping in Canada. But I'll check it out there, Huey.
Hey, no problem. And plus, the tariffs, you know what? I bought a drone in China for $400 about 2 weeks ago, okay? Truck. It came in, I got it in, and they didn't charge me nothing at the border. You believe it? I got nothing charged for it. Didn't send me a bill, didn't charge me no tariffs, no duty or nothing. I'm lucky.
Yeah, absolutely. You always want to pass on those deals and let others know because the way prices are and things now, it's crazy. Hey, by the way, Huey, you know, just want to let you know that I don't ignore you when you call me. It's just that I have the phone off and I don't even see it for a day or two. Especially when I wasn't feeling well there, my phone was off for like a week.
Yeah, no problem. Another reason why I don't get charged for tariffs is because I give Paulie's address up the mountain so they can send him the bill.
Oh, I get it. You say send the radio to my address and bill the taxes to PDL. I get it.
And instead they come up and give me money.
I thought you're inviting everybody for turkey up your house this weekend.
I already had turkey dinner about 3 days ago. We're having another one though, but yeah.
Kevin just made a wicked turkey dinner the other day. We bought 3 turkeys. One we had last week. We're gonna have one for Christmas and one for New Year's. I'm telling you, Kevin can cook, man. He's like the amazing cook.
Oh, I know. He's well known for being a kitchen connoisseur. Yeah, he showed me today he was making pizza.
We had pizza yesterday, homemade pizza, and today we had pasta with nice garlic bread and cheese.
with rigatonis with hot sauce and meat, mushroom and everything.
VE3ZOE.
All right, guys, take a standby, please, if you will. Let me bring in VE3ZOE. Cal. VE3ZOE, VA3CJZ.
Guess he changed his mind.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's on the portable and the old battery died. So we'll try one more time. Cal, do you have a copy? VA3CJZ. All right, well, we'll chalk it up to technical difficulties, and I will add Cal to the log, VA3 Charlie Delta Victor, and if you're there, Cal, come on back. All right, well, let me do another last call for the Monday night accidental net. Please come now.
VA3 MHV.
VE3 Sierra Mike November.
All right, two more there. VA3 Mike Hotel Victor and VE3 Sierra Mike November. Let's bring in Mark. I already have you in the log, Mark, from the YouTube check-in, but come on in.
Good evening, Chuck. Everybody on net. Just wanted to give you a quick RF there, Chuck. I got home kind of late and preparing dinner and doing the cleanup and consumed it all and listening along and listening to everybody check in. So just wanted to give you a quick RF. Hopefully the weather's going to break soon. That's good news for our activation this weekend. We're going to be down to a little more seasonal temps, which will make it much more comfortable for everybody concerned. So I'll say 7-3, turn it back to you, Chuck. Let you pick up Matt there, and everybody have a great evening. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Yeah, copy that on the more seasonable temperatures there, Mark. I've actually held back on going out for my my regular walks because of I've been sick as well, so and then the colder than normal temperatures keep me indoors. So I'm looking forward to I think it's on Wednesday. They're saying we're going to be in the plus temps, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, Mark. Well, thanks for the RF check-in, sir. Much appreciated. Always a pleasure. Let's bring in Matt now. VE3 Sierra Mike November.
Thanks, Chuck. Just meeting the guys for coffee, and I'm on this side of the mountain, and the signal's good, so I wanted to give you a quick hello, goodbye, in and out, check-in for your net tonight, and say hello. That's all.
All right, very good, Matt. Yes, you're coming into the repeater quite well. And please say hi to the gang for me. And I haven't heard Garnett or Dave in a while. I hope they're doing all right. And the rest of the crew up there. So have a good coffee time and chit-chat. So thanks for your check-in, Matt. Anything else?
No, that's all, Chuck. I think if I heard correctly, Garnett checked into the net here on NCF. So if he's here tonight, I'll definitely say hi to him, and I'll say hi to the gang for you. And that's all for the net. That's all for me. Back to you, Chuck, 7-3, and have a good one.
All right, that's it. That's all. Thank you very much, Matt. So we'll clear with VE3 Sierra Mike November. Anyone else lurking in the distance would like to check in and say hi? Any last-minute check-ins for tonight's Monday Night Net, please come now.
I'm not quite in the distance, but VE3LBI.
That is for sure, Larry. VE3LBI, come on in.
Yeah, no problem. A quick check-in for you. Just cleaning up some snow. That wind did come out of the west. Piled up a good drift beside the house, so we were just cleaning that up.
I'm telling you, Larry, you must live in a different country because there's absolutely nothing here. You keep talking about having to shovel snow, and I'm going, are these guys on Mars? Like, what's going on here?
All right, the next time it snows up here, I'm going to send you some pictures. I'll tell you, the drift down beside the house, and it's because it goes right out of the west. The apartments behind us, we get kind of a vortex in there, and it comes through. And I'll bet you there was, no, it's not that wide, but say 2 feet wide and about a foot deep. And it just blows right up beside the house, right beside the front door.
And that's why my wife gets a kick whenever she hears about snow on the mountain and we have nothing down here. She goes, that's why I never moved up on the mountain. They get winter up there while we don't.
Chuck, like I said, I can remember when we lived over on the other street over here, close to this one. That's back, probably close to, close to 40 years ago. We had snow in the backyard. We had a yellow lab, and we had to shovel a spot. Like this dog would jump into it and be gone, and it was a full-size female, and it'd be gone. We had to actually shovel a spot so that she could get to her corner to do her business. That's how deep the snow was. We don't get it like we used to, but just where we are situated right now, it drifts up right beside the house and out the front where the gate is, the little man gate. And you have when I opened the man gate, it was actually scraping across the top of the snow and piling it up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we get a bit of a wind tunnel down here. As you know, I'm right behind Ottawa Street there, and there are 3 or 4 city parking lots. And let me tell you, the wind picks up in those parking lots, and then they make a turn down my street and blow like crazy here. So, yeah, once we start getting the heavy stuff, it'll be drifting over here as well. Anyhow, Larry, thanks so much for checking in. I hope everything's all good with the rest of the family there, and have a great rest of the evening.
Yep. Okay. No problem. Yep. Like I say, anyways. All right. Yep. Busy day doing some work on the house here, finishing off the stairs, the new pads on the tread. So got most of that done. Tomorrow's got to cut out a piece of carpeting for the side door.
Ah, yes. We'll have to go over there and run on your runners there, Larry. All right. Well, thanks for your check-in, my friend, and have a great rest of the evening. I'll be switching over shortly to go say hi to Rick on 7.100. And so with that, one final last call for the Monday Night Net. Please come now.
Quick recheck.
Go ahead.
Yeah, VE3PDL. Chuck, you and Larry you guys mentioned dogs there. Did you end up getting anywhere for looking for a puppy or what?
Yeah, no luck yet. And I guess I'm going to really try hard once the heavy part of winter is over, because if I get a puppy, it's kind of tough to walk a dog in this weather.
Yeah, especially a puppy, right? So, okay, I was just curious how you made out there. I'll let you get back to it, sir. Thank you. VE3PDL.
All right, thanks for your interest. Okay, well, it is 8 p.m., and I want to thank everybody who checked in with me tonight on the YouTube stream as well as on the radio. I count 15 check-ins tonight. Very good, folks. Thank you very much. and have a great rest of the evening. Until next time, as a matter of fact, next time will be Wednesday for me with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, the AREG, the longest running simplex net in Hamilton. Hope to hear you then at 8 o'clock on Wednesday evening on 146.430. Until then, stay warm, be safe, and be kind to one another. This is VA3ZOE saying so long for now.
Okay, there we go. I had it written right there. Sorry, was that VE3? No, VE3, it sounded like Papa something. Go again, give me your call.
So now we're
You
on
were
the
right on the edge of my noise there, over.
Hamilton Amateur Radio Club, HF net
Yeah, Rick,
on
it's Victor
7.100.
Echo 3 Papa Kilowatt Yankee. Victor Echo 3 Papa Kilowatt Yankee. QRP running 1 watt, Rick, over.
Okay, yeah, you're a little bit weak to me here. The band has gone long. I'm not sure where you are. Is it Papa Kilowatt Echo? Have I got that right? Papa Kilowatt Echo, Roger?
Negative, Rick. It's Papa Kilowatt Yankee. Victor Echo 3 Papa Kilowatt Yankee. Chris over in Barton Street, over.
Okay, I think that's something you would call. I'm not sure. Anyway, the good to hear you in there. Victor Echo 3 Papa Kilowatt Yankee, and I have it right now. And anyway, thanks for bearing with me there. You're right on the edge of my noise, and I'm hearing you locally here in Hamilton. So I'm not sure where you are exactly, PKY. Anyway, sounds like somebody I knew, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it's Rick here, and we're located right in the lower city of Hamilton, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to hear you. Let's see if anybody else is in there that might be able to hear you. VA3ZOE, are you in there, over?
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. I just got here, Rick. We just finished up on the Monday night net. And yes, I can hear Victor Echo 3, Papa Kilowatt Yankee. I forget his name, but he said he's off of Barton Street, and I got a great copy on him.
Okay, he must be closer to you because he's pretty weak here. Okay, find out who that is, what his name is, and it sounds like a call from the past there that I knew, unless maybe the call got distributed to somebody else. Anyway, thanks for that. Chuck, there, go ahead and mark them for me. Over.
Okay, very good then. Let's see. VE3 Papa Kilo Yankee, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Chuck here, also in the east end of Hamilton. Over.
Yeah, hi Chuck. Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Juliet Zulu. This is Victor Echo 3 Papa Kilowatt Yankee. And yeah, you can let Rick know it's just Chris Cuthbert. I just came back to the club from the last year. So he told me the club, he actually issued me my membership card. So yeah, I've been around a long time. Been in Hamilton 35 years, but I was a pretty active club member back 30 years ago, and then just recently came back after I retired because work took up most of my time. So yeah, so I'm here. Rick, okay. Chuck, you're coming in absolutely great here. You're F9 plus 20. So. And yeah, and I'm just running 1 watt, so that's the problem. I'm only running 1 watt. My needle's barely coming off the bottom of my meter here. So just 1 watt to an inverted V. So I just thought I'd check in, see how many people are hearing me. I know Kevin, the WKG, was hearing me okay. So I'll turn it back over. Like Rick can take some more check-ins there. Just let him know it's just Chris down at Barton and Kenilworth. Just two doors east of where O'Neill's 1-pound hamburger place used to be. So back to you, VE3ZOE. This is Victor Echo 3 Papa Kilowatt Yankee QRB standing by.
Okay, Chris, very good. Nice to meet you. And that 1 watt next to the 1-pound burger joint on Barton Street at Kenilworth there, I hear you no problem with the 1 watt. Mind you, we're not very far apart. I'm actually just 2 blocks south of Barton and Ottawa Street. So that 1 watt is working well. And I'll send it back over to Rick there. And Rick, Chris has recently retired, so now he's going to join us and be more active on the bands. And so I think there's a lot of people now that are retiring and jumping on the radio. And so a pleasure to meet you, Chris. And I'll send it back to Rick.
Was he talking still?
No, sir, he's done. He's done. It's Chris Cuthbert. Been around for 30 years. He knows you well. And he's over by O'Neill's Burgers there by Kenilworth on Barton Street. He's only running 1 watt. I don't know why he's running 1 watt, but that's what he said he's running.
Roger, Roger. Yes, he is one of the. He was in our contest group many years ago. That's how come I thought his call sounded familiar. And he's also a member of the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club for a couple of years now. Again, he rejoined the club there. So anyway, Chris, if you're hearing me, yeah, 1 watt's not doing it for me. Right now the band is long, and I'm hearing myself in Utah, so the band is super long, and you're not that. You're a lot closer to Chuckman than I am. So I know where you are, and boy, oh boy, 1 watt just ain't doing it because I've got a high noise level here, although it's not that high tonight. So you're probably hearing me okay there, Chris, and thanks for the check-in. Always glad to have club members check in, and especially since we're doing this for the club, but anybody can check in. So thanks a lot for the relay there, Chuck, and guess what? It sounds like Marty is under the weather again there. He went to help his son move on the weekend, or during the week, and he had trouble getting in the remote. I couldn't get it to work either, and so we had a few problems there. And then he's not going out for coffee. He's going to bed. He said he wasn't going to get on the radio, and I probably wouldn't be able to hear him anyway. Somebody would have to relay for me anyway. So anyway, Chris, you got any final words there? And Chuck will relay for me. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rick, you're coming in okay over here. Not as strong as Chuck or Kevin are. Chuck and Kevin are both coming in like F9 plus 20 or so. You're about an F9 plus 5 there, Rick. And yeah, I've got an S8 noise level here myself. So basically, everyone's got to get above an S8 before I can hear them well. That's why I spend so much time on digital. Hazard of being so close to the steel mills here. Things are noisy. So, but yeah, no, it's good just to find out that it's nice to know at least I get around the neighborhood okay with my 1 watt. And yeah, it band has been long. I was working all kinds of people this morning, first thing on 40. But I won't hold things up here. I'll let you take some more check-ins. So back to you, Rick, VE3BK. This is Victor Echo 3 Papa Kilowatt Yankee QRP standing by.
Okay, Rick, did you hear any of that?
Yeah, his power came up a little bit. I know he's there, but I can't really make out what he was saying there. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, he was saying that you're coming in a little bit less than I am to him. You're about a 5'9" plus 5. Myself and Kevin, WKG, are closer to 20 over S9 to him. Mind you, we are a lot closer. And so he said he's just glad that his 1 watt is able to work in the general area here. And the band was long. Also, he mentioned he did work some 40 meters today, but he also agreed there with a little bit of a high noise floor for him. So that's it from Chris, Rick. And so you can say you're 7-3 now.
Okay, very good. Well, 73, Chris, thanks for checking in. I'm sorry about not being able to hear you. You're in the background. I have my filters on, and yeah, you're just not making it. If I turn the filters off, all I get's a bunch of noise. So anyway, I'm glad your 1 watt works there, and you can work them other guys at least there. I hear you. I got your call, but it's very hard to make out everything you said there, and the band did seem to change a bit. And right around this time of night, 40 meters goes long, so you know, like it's mostly locals that I work. Otherwise, we're being heard probably in Venezuela or somewhere down there, Brazil maybe, but we're not being heard too well locally here, or not locally. I mean, you know, like what, you know, up north or down the East Coast or whatever. So I was able to work PEI, and also I worked Nova Scotia on 10 meters on the weekend, and that was good. So that's a bit of information for you too there, Chuck. Also Cayman Islands on 10 meters. I don't know if I worked them before, but it was actual contest station that I worked before on different contests, so it was kind of good to work in. Anyway, let's see who else is out there. Thanks for the relay, Chuck. Thanks for the check-in there, Chris. And see who else is there. WKG, if you're there, I didn't hear you. So go now. VE3, Bravo, Kilowatt.
Yeah, I'm still in here. Listen, I don't know if you hear me there, Rick. I'm also QRP 10 watts. I was answering you earlier there before the net, and I don't think you heard me there. But you might be hearing me now. If not, Chuck can relay. VE3WKG down here. Yeah, I was talking with Chris there. He was saying you give him his certificate a year ago. But yeah, him and I were having a little rag chew before the net. And we're both QRPers, and we do the FT8 and stuff. We were just rag chewing about that and how Argentina was answering him there on 1 watt. That's pretty amazing. You gotta love that. I know you say life's too short for QRP. If you hear me, I better not make it too long. But yeah, life's too short for QRP. Hey, Rick. V3BK, VE3WKG.
Yeah, V3WKG, Chris, I can hear you, no problem at all. And yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, for contests, life is too short for QRP, but it's a fun thing to be able to work. It's antenna, and you should know that because your QRP usually works pretty good. Now, you know, did you find out from Chris what kind of antenna he was running? Because your QRP station is, you know, 5.9 plus over here, and I know he's further east than you, but and only 1 watt. I'm not sure how many watts you're putting out there, Kevin, but did Chris ever tell you how much or what kind of antenna he had there, over?
Yeah, he was running, one was an inverted L, and I forget what else he had there. I think he has a couple of antennas there. But, yeah, I'm just on the ground-mounted high gain myself, the ground-mounted 6-band trap vertical. But my 20 meters messes up. That's weird. It usually never messes up, but I'm guessing that's something with the trap because I've been playing with the measurements, adding ground radials, taking them off, and 20 meters is way up, like above 3, and that's weird. Oh, well, ice and rain and snow and that does that, I guess. I'm guessing it's up in the trap. What's your opinion?
Oh, Okay, yeah, 20 meters was open on weekend. I tried that. I didn't really try the other bands. I just tried 15. 10 of course was wide open, and 20 meters was going pretty good. Nobody on 15, and I didn't really check anywhere else. But anyway, I think, Chris, I don't know what he did. Maybe he switched antennas because he went from me not being able to hear just a little bit of noise, I didn't know anybody was there, to being able to hear him again. So I heard him, but I couldn't really make out every word he was saying. If I listened real close and there was no noise, I could actually hear some words. So anyway, thanks for the check-in, Kevin, and thanks for the report. And Chris is hearing us, so he can follow along. And we got to thank Chuck for putting us on YouTube. And yeah, it's not the number, it's the quality. Anyway, I've never been for numbers even during the contest stage. There was a lot of guys that did they went out of their way to try and make the numbers high. But during the rack winter, I will be saying hello and how's the weather in PEI and stuff like that. So like it takes a little longer, but I mean we're gonna talk to our fellow Canadians. It's not about numbers. So anyway, okay, back to Chuck for any final you have there, Chuck, and thanks for putting us on YouTube there, or?
Yeah, absolutely there, Rick. I actually just rolled over from the Monday night accidental net and just changed frequency over to here, and I just left the YouTube stream going, and so yeah, I just thought I'd do that, and that way you can listen to it after if you like, and hear the stations that you can't hear very well. Of course, my neighbor Kevin is just booming in here. Great signal, and yeah, Kevin, I think maybe you're right there. It's in the trap. So, anyways, I'm gonna go get myself another coffee, but I will return, and hopefully you can pick up some more check-ins there, Rick. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Yeah, okay, thanks for that, Chuck. There is somebody in there. Somebody else, go ahead.
Just wondering if I was getting out as well. VE3PDL.
10-9, what's that?
How you doing, Rick?
Hey, not too bad, not too bad. Of course you're good, though. You always get out good there. No problem at all. Anyway, so definitely good. I got you in the log here. And so what have you been up to there, Paul?
Not too much. Starting to play a little bit more radio now that the nasty weather's here and hanging in, so I've been playing radio a little bit more often.
Well, that's good. Did you work anybody on the 1010 contest? And this band here, it's weird. I'm here myself in Utah, but I'm not here myself on any of the ones that I normally would there. So the band has really gone along there, or?
Oh yeah, can't hear nothing in Pennsylvania?
Nope, but I'm hearing you just great in Utah.
Right on. Well, hello, Utah.
Yeah, so there's STR. I've got an STR switch. If you go on tires or you go onto the TPNet program online there and look it up, he's got them advertising both places. I think it's VE3KEX, and it's called an STR monitor switch. You have to wire it all up. It's wired up between the computer and your radio, of course. So I can flick the switch right now. I'm listening to you locally, but I checked Utah, and I can definitely hear you there. And over here, too, Kevin is coming in about 5 over 9. But of course, you're stronger than that, Paul. So is Chuck, for that matter. And Chuck, he comes in here about 30 over, you know. So when Chris got on there, Chris is not that much further east with his 1 watt. It's got to be that he was running a vertical or something there. I could not hear him with his 1 watt. But, oh well, that's good. He's going QRP, and he is one of the guys that in the past, blast from the past, he used to be in our contest group a long time ago, and he also ran field day, and there's still guys around that remember when Chris ran field day. He had a 6-meter Yagi up in a tree, turned with the ropes that he had on it, and he worked 6 meters on field day. So anyway, if Chris is listening, boy, yeah, I won't forget that. I remember that. Anyway, back to you, Paul.
Yeah, I was listening to you guys talking to him. I couldn't hear a peep out of him. I tried both my antennas and couldn't hear him at all. But yeah, 1 watt, that'll do it. And I'm up on the mountain too, so there's probably some blockage between us.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, he's east end too. He's further east than Chuck or Kevin there. He's quite a bit. Well, not that much, but he's still further east. And you know, if he's running a vertical, probably somebody in Venezuela can hear him better than we can. You know, that's how verticals act sometimes. So you know, it all depends on. But if you're close enough and you got enough power, then verticals work good around town there. Over.
Yes, sir, absolutely. All right, Rick, I'll let you pick up some more check-ins there. I know you're not in for the numbers, but maybe we got some more Gabagales out there and get them jumping in as well. All right, thanks for picking me up, and hello to everybody that's already checked in and to the ones that are about to check in. VE3PDL, back to net control.
Does PDL hear me, VE3WKG?
Yeah, no problem at all, Kev.
All right, yeah, I'm QRP, but I'm 10 watts, not 1 watt. 10 watts on the ground-mounted vertical. Sorry, Rick, for butting in there, V3WKG.
20 over here.
S9 there, no problem.
Thanks there, Paulie, and stay away from the flower.
Hey, Kevin, did you up your power?
No, I'm always 10 watts here.
Oh, I was getting you 20 over, and now I'm back to 5 over. Oh, that's weird. Or 10 over, I mean. 10 over. You're 10 over. Yeah, anyway. Oh, well. Okay, and I'm hearing Paul in the Utah SDR as well, but I'm on the local antenna. So anybody anywhere, yeah, thanks for that, Kevin, by the way. And we're going to see if there's anybody else out there. We'll get a few numbers, decent number of numbers, put it that way. Okay. Anybody else for the Hemland Radio Club? Check in that. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
VE3 Kilo Mike Quebec.
VE3 Kilo Mike Quebec, and yeah, hey, I heard you on 2 meters too, and Kilo Mike Quebec. Oh yeah, make sure I get the call right in the log here. So how are you doing? And I didn't check the needle to see. Maybe you can tell me which antenna you were on there, Mike. Over.
Yeah, VE3BK, VE3KM2. Good evening, Rick, and everybody else on the net this evening. Yeah, running the vertical butternut multiband vertical tonight. I was on the fan dipole, but the vertical marginally better, just a little bit better. But like everybody else, I got a fairly high noise floor here in Aldershot, about an F8, and but putting the filters on, of course, kind of drives that noise down. But everybody's got good signals. You're 10 over. Chuck, you're 10 over as well. I could not hear Chris. I think it's called D3PKY. I did not hear him at all at my location here. And Paul was good. I think he was about 10 over, something like that, PDL. And Kevin WKG was a little lighter. He was 5'9", but a little bit of noise on his signal, a little bit light, but that's a bit of a quick report on signals. Not an awful lot going on with me this evening. Did work just a few stations on the ARRL 10-meter contest on Sunday morning. I think I logged a total of 5 stations, but I had other things to do, so that was it for that contest. Anyway, back to you there, Rick. V3BK, V3KM2.
Yeah, well, you're just 5'9" here, 5'9", that's it. So, can you switch to the other one and give you a reading on it?
Yeah, VE3BK, VE3 Kilo Mike Quebec. This is onto the fan dipole now, Rick. VE3 Kilo Mike Quebec and Aldershot. How's the signal now?
Okay, the vertical's definitely better, and I can hear you in Utah, in northwest Utah. I can hear you, but not that great. It's better local here, and with the fan dipole, you're lower, but not by much. It's you're just on a clear audio there. So anyway, the vertical is working better for you, I guess, with the band being long. I guess we're probably at that distance where it starts to make a difference. And of course, I'm running my antennas at a 45-degree angle, so it's sort of half and half. But it seems to work pretty good. It favors the south. So maybe you switch back by now, and on the vertical and the butternut's working good for you there. Mike, over.
Comment?
Yeah, go ahead there, comment.
Hey, Mike. Paul, V3PDO. I just wanted to give you a signal report when you changed antennas as well. I got you at a 5'9", solid 5'9", good audio. When you switched to the fan dipole, I think you said it was, you dropped down to what I would call a 4'9", I guess. Your signal was real close, but like Rick said, your audio got a little diminished, and I don't know, quality dropped and the loudness. So just another check for you there, sir.
Yeah, V3PDL, V3KM2. I appreciate that, Paul. That's good info. I guess consistent with what Rick was saying, seems to be a little bit of a diminution in quality, readability, perhaps. Not bad, but it's a little bit diminished. So I do appreciate that. And that seems also consistent with what I was finding on receive here, that the butternut is the vertical, so a little better, just a bit at my location here. But I do thank you. Anyway, back to you there, Rick, V3KM2.
Okay, that was a real good report from Paul, and he said it really good. Because your signal here was pretty much the same, about 5'9", and but the audio just went way downhill. So I don't know what happened. Maybe your radio doesn't like that antenna for some reason or whatever. Have you got a tuner in line with that, or you're going with no tuner there? Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, no tuner whatsoever, Rick. Just feeding power to the antenna.
Okay. Yeah, well, I wonder what kind of radio you got. Have you got a built-in tuner in the radio?
Yeah, running the A2 FTDX 101 Delta, and tuner's not on right now. It's just straight out.
Well, that might be something you want to try. See if the tuner in line will make any difference, whatever. But yeah, that was really weird when the audio will sound like that. And the only thing I seen similar to that was when somebody was trying to run a G5RV, and he had like the tuner in the radio, and it just would not give us full power, no matter what we did. Yeah, and this was portable. We went with no other tuner except what was in the radio. So and that was on one band, and that was when we were out doing a special event there one time. But anyway, so you might want to try that and say, so we'll wait and let you check in later, and if you want to try it. If not, don't worry about it. But we'll just carry on and see if there's anybody else out there. Right now I'm listening on local and telling you were making Utah. You were making Utah with the vertical, so not really loud, but you were there. Anyway, so the band is definitely along again tonight. Last week we actually did a test with one of the guys in Barry's Bay, and that's right near London, and we went on 75 phone, and it worked just fine. It worked just fine, but my antenna is not reliable for there, and so I'm kind of hesitant to change the frequency. At least we're getting locals here, and the few of the guys that usually check in that aren't being able to check in now, there's a fellow in PEI, there's one in New Brunswick, and there's one near Algonquin Park, and there's another one near London. They are not hearing us, so we've gone too long for them. But anyway, this frequency works really good in the daytime, but it's good for DX at night. So anyway, okay, back to you, Mike, for any comment there, and then I'll carry on and see if there's anybody else listening. V3 Bravo Kilowatt, over to you, Mike.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. Yeah, okay, well, I'll stick around for a little bit, maybe try it again, the fan versus the vertical comparison, and that is strange. I've never had that feedback before, but I'll have to make a note of it and try it elsewhere as well, just to try and get some reports doing a comparison there. But I will stick around for a bit, and thanks for picking me up. Back to you there, Rick. V3BK, V3KMQ.
Okay, V3KMQ from V3BK. Well, thanks for checking in there, Mike. And that is a weird trouble there. So I would test around maybe during the daytime when you've got a little better signal there to somebody in the TP net or something like that. It could only be on this frequency too. It might be if you go higher or you go lower, it may be okay. But if you go lower, you're in the CW, and if you go higher, then there's all kinds of nets on in the States on 40 meters, so you'll be able to find somebody that can give you a good report. Okay, we're going to carry on here, and this V3 Bravo Kilowatt, we're doing this on behalf of the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. We're located in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and we're at the west end of Lake Ontario. So if anybody can hear me, even on DX down there in Venezuela or wherever I was picking that up, anybody anywhere, if you can hear me, please go now. Okay, nothing heard from DX. Anybody local that can get in here? V3 Bravo Kilowatt. Oh, nothing heard here. Okay, anyway, this is HF. It's more of a challenge. I like HF. And, some of the VHF guys, they can talk real nice if they get a signal through, and they go through on the internet a lot. So we're on the internet on YouTube right now. So if anybody's on YouTube, I think our member there, VE3ZOE is watching it, so he can fill us in if anybody joins in on the chat there. And I'm not watching it, so maybe Chuck can let us know if anybody comes in on YouTube. And this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. We're located in Hamilton, Ontario. This net is a free-for-all net. Anybody, anywhere, please go now. Getting some noise in there. Has anybody else experienced and some kind of weird noise. Anybody else hear that noise? It seems to be gone now. Okay, this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. We're looking for check-ins on Hamilton Amateur Radio Club HF Net on a Monday night. We're here every Monday night between 8 and 9 o'clock. And anybody that can hear us, please go down. Okay, I heard somebody in the distance there on DX. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody copy me? Well, I guess that was just some DX that was floating in. Okay, this is Victor Echo 3 Bravo Kilowatt for the free-for-all net for a Monday night. Anybody anywhere, please go now. Okay, this net runs between 8 and 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and it's also between 1 Zulu and 2 Zulu, and 2 Zulu or 9 p.m. We usually go to 28,485 on 10 meters, and depends on it's not a net. It's only a couple of guys from Hamilton or two or three guys, maybe more, have a local chat. Anyway, this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody anywhere, please go now. Paul, VE3 PDL, are you still there?
Hey, Rick, I just jumped down to 10 meters to see what that band is like. It's completely dead by the look of the scope. So I don't think we'll get any DX on that band.
Yeah, well, I did the same thing as Mike there on Sunday. I forget what time it was on Sunday, though. I think it was in the morning. But I got on there on 10 meters, and I couldn't believe all the stations that were in there. And we were getting them back scattered, too, you know. Had my beam pointed north, and, it was like they were right here. Some of the guys were coming in like 5.9 plus, you know. So I had a pipeline to Colorado and Texas, I swear, by pointing my beam north. But then I pointed south there and worked Cayman Islands, and you know, when I was pointing north, or almost north, I also worked PEI and Nova Scotia. So yeah, it was kind of you know, pretty good well, yeah, pretty good for 10 meters. You know, not the best, but anyway, it was pretty good. So did you work any 10 on the weekend, or were you just tooling around the bands, or what'd you do?
Yeah, today I was just looking around on the bands and they were dead, so I went to 20 meters, and me and Chuck both worked the guy, and then I basically just listened, made one other contact, and that's about it. My only DX, if you want to call it that, that I've made recently was a few days ago, and it was to Canham.
Where?
Days before that, a little bit after that. Anyway, yeah, we were up north, and I worked at St. Michael's Island in the Azores, and a couple of Italian stations as well, up north there, by just an hour outside of Ottawa.
Right. Yeah, well, you never know where you're going to get good. And I've been out camping too and working radio, and you know, like depending on where you go, sometimes the propagation could be different. If you're up north somewhere, up north they can actually work here better than we can. So the EZORs, that's pretty good. And you know, and 20 meters, yeah, like on one cycle, 20 meters. Well, it used to be open until 2:30 at night. No kidding. And that was banded beyond if you wanted to work DX.
Yeah, and half the contacts I made were on 10 meters from up north there, so that was cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Well, when was that?
A week ago, I guess now, whatever, Monday? Yeah, I came back a week ago. Exactly 7 days ago.
Oh yeah, okay. So was that in the daytime? Yeah, it must have been in the daytime when you worked 10 meters when it was open. But yeah, 10 meters is a funny band. You never know when it's going to be open. And same with 15. And when 15's open, it's just excellent usually, you know. But I think on 15, I think a lot of people go there, listen around, and don't see nothing, so they leave.
Yep.
Okay, is there somebody else in there? VE3 Bravo Kilowatt, please go now. Yeah, it's almost like somebody's shooting up right beside us there. Does anybody else hear that? I keep flipping over to Utah and get some strange noises from there sometimes. Okay, anybody anywhere? We're on 7100. This is Monday Night Net, and it's a free-for-all net. Anybody anywhere can join in, and if you can hear us, please go down. VE3BK. Try your call again, over. Okay, once more, please, once more. Yeah, is anybody hearing him okay? Yeah, it's just right in my noise, right on the edge.
I think I got a W7.
Okay, see if you can work them.
That W7 station, if you have a copy on me, try it again. Victor Echo 3, Papa Delta Lima. That's like the conditions brought him up for a minute and then faded back away.
Yeah, well, actually, he's out of band too for his for the FCC rules, but you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to us. You know, he's the one that has to worry about that. But if any Americans are copying us, and you can always come in on CW. We'll do our best to read you, but you have to work split 70993 on CW. That will put you right on our frequency on sideband. And anyway, so if anybody's listening there, we'll try and copy you. And that was funny. Last week there, Paul, before the net started, I was listening to Utah, and I could hear the guys on the Aurora net out in BC really good. And so I was hearing them on the SDR. So of course you can hear stuff on the SDR you can't work. But anyway, I tried anyway. I gave them a call. They heard me, but they couldn't make out my call sign. You know, those guys were too quick on the draw, and they were working a bunch of locals. So I went on CW, and I gave a few calls on CW, and then somebody actually read my CW, and they got my call right. And so I actually got in, no QSO or anything, but they actually heard me. So so you never know. And that was, the band was definitely long, and Utah was just so noisy it was useless. So anyway, that's a little story about working guys on the Aurora net in British Columbia.
Yeah, right on. That's cool.
Okay, is there anybody else out there? Yeah, we'll try that guy again if anybody in there could hear me. If you're out there, you can hear me. This is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club located in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Anybody anywhere, if you can hear me, please go now. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Please again. Yeah, I'm getting digital in Utah, but somebody came through there. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Please go again. Yeah, did you hear him, Paul?
Yeah, split second of key up, and that was it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I heard. Yeah, and in Utah, we're getting, somebody's doing digital down there. So, I don't know if I remember myself down there or not anymore. Yeah, I am. I just tried it. Yes, I am. Okay, anyway, yeah, there's somebody in there, and the band must be going stranger. So we're hearing, I've also noticed that people's signals are going up and down. So I think the band is a little bit strange. Anyway, this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody that can hear me, please go down. So I wasn't the only one that couldn't hear Chris. And, yeah, like a 1 watt, depends entirely on his antenna. Like 1 watt, I mean, it all depends on where you are. And, like Al's been on the edge of the mountain, you know, with 2 watts, and we're Toronto. So there you go, you know, it all depends on where you are. And so where Chris is, he's right on Barton Street, so I imagine his vehicle is probably in the backyard, and it's a wonder we're hearing him at all.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about Chris, V3PKY. Yeah, I'm not sure you were around when he was in the contest group. But anyway, I'll put you in the line here. V3 RYI, how the heck are you?
That's VA3 RYI. Get to the call right.
Well, you're going to use someone tag? Okay, VA3 RYI. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, Rick. Hello, Paul, you troublemaker. What you up to?
Not too much, my friend. What are you doing?
Not much. I think we should start some rumors around. We could have lots of fun.
Yeah, right?
You all ready for that fat bugger to come around?
No, I cemented up my chimney.
Him and his magic dust, you know, he can get into any crack.
Too funny.
Yeah, we're all pretty well off. Typical man. Last minute shopping, I go on. I just buy for the wife. She buys all year for the kids and the grandkids, so I just gotta buy for her. She even buys for the dog, so and that. But yeah, we got our guests
big her family dinner comes Sunday. She's been the one in charge this year or taint it. You find out who's bringing what food and games and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, well, it's nice to see that we've got more snow this year than we have before Christmas in a long time. What do you think, Rick?
Oh, yeah. Hey, we had some snow today. It wasn't that much, but we had some. So who knows? Maybe we're going to wait Christmas, too. There's been lots of years we didn't have a white Christmas, but been a lot of years we have it, too. So it depends entirely on how mild it is out. But right now, the snow seems to be staying there. Mark, over?
Yeah, it's nice and crunchy. You step on it, it's that crunching snow. It's been so cold. Well, the other day, last night, I had to kick on the second heater in here just to help get rid of that chill. So, it's not too bad tonight. I haven't turned it on yet, but I believe my one heater's just been going 24/7.
Where's that? In the garage?
Yeah, out here in the shack. I got a little 1,500 watt micro heater.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, you know what? When I got my new furnace there, the other one quit for, I don't know, we waited about 2 days, I think. And you know that micro heater that I used to take out to the contest site? Well, I had that going full blast in the hallway here, and the house wasn't warm, but it wasn't freezing either.
Yeah. Sometimes, your house is probably older, probably ain't got much insulation, but it's enough. Once they get heated up, right, stay warm. It's when they get cold, and then you gotta start getting it heated. Then it's the fun time. You gonna do any ice fishing this year, Paul?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in my boat in the driveway and cast the line out into the driveway when it starts to melt.
Yeah, do some stream fishing, are you?
Well, the driveway is on an angle towards the road, so yeah, you get a stream effect.
Get some stonefish.
Yeah, or a couple passing by good years.
Yeah. It's the rubbery fish. They're no good to eat.
Yeah, a little rubbery.
So you didn't sell the boat?
No.
Just didn't push it to sell it?
Yeah, I didn't really want to, actually. I was just getting fed up that I haven't had a chance to use it much. I was grumbling and telling the wife, that's it, I'm just selling it. But no, I still got her. I'm going to make sure I get it wet this next season here.
Yeah, it's a lot easier if you, like, we used to go camping, so I'd take it camping, right? And get a good week every day, 3-4 times out on it. On that. And then when the kids were younger, they wanted to go water tubing, skiing, and that, so it was more interesting. But once they got bigger, they weren't interested in the tubing and all that. And my fishing buddy that I had, Ray, he passed away, and even Rolly, he passed away, so I really didn't have nobody to say, hey, Mark, let's go fishing. Okay. And hook up the boat, and we go. So, yeah, couldn't adjust. I don't know if you get insurance on yours, but with mine, the size of it, I had a rider on my house for insurance on it in case an accident on it or whatever. But I couldn't see having to pay that insurance and only use it once on the 2-4 weekend when the boys go fishing, and maybe if we could take it once, me and the wife out on the harbor for a tour.
Yeah, I never really took mine anywhere of any distance. Just to the Grand River there and down to the harbor there and scooted around by the Like we stayed on the bay side of the Skyway Bridge there. I didn't go out into the open water with it there. But we toured all the insides there and did some trolling and some bird watching and sightseeing while we were in the boat and scooting around. Had some fun with it.
Yeah, well, mine's big enough. I launched it down by Pier 4 there, and we tour up through Stelco, by Stelco and all that, then go out under the bridge, and then rip her on down to Hutch's, get some fries, and then rip back across, scoot over to Burlington over that pier thing that sticks out, but it has to be clear. Or it's not bad if the waves are coming from the west and they're rough in the harbor, then you get out onto the lake that's nice and smooth then. But if it's coming the other way, no, it's not worth getting out into that lake. But yeah, it didn't do much fishing in the harbor. A little bit. Didn't really catch anything. Catfish, mostly. And that was over across by the high level bridge. Catfish, that was it. The same with the Grand River. The catfish and bass, that's it.
Well, they do have walleye in there and pike and, you know, the odd trout and stuff come in there too when they're out in the lake. And let them come through under the bridge. But yeah, right place, right time. Like all fishing, pretty much.
VE3BK.
Yeah, go ahead, BK.
Yeah, hey, just to let you guys know, we're on the YouTube stream. So, anyway, not everybody's going to be interested in fishing, but hey, I found it interesting. And, hey, I got a question for you, Mark. Well, what antenna you on, because your signal's down. And, two, you mean to say you got to pay big insurance on your boat just to use it once or twice a year? I mean, what? That's another, get me money, what's going on here? When I used to go with my grandfather in a little boat, well, it was, just a boat with a 5-horsepower motor on the back. I'm sure he had no insurance.
Yeah, most house insurance, when I got the bigger boat, I inquired. And that time, my insurance agent, I like Dave, he says most house insurance will cover a boat. Now, what he classes a boat? A canoe, a rowboat, a paddle boat. They're the kind of things that they're looking at as a boat. He said you might get away with what Paul's got there, a 9.9, 14, 12-foot aluminum boat. He goes, but no, you got something that now you have to register it and get licensed. He goes, that there, you need a different rider on your house insurance for that.
Oh, so rider on the house insurance will do it. Well, yeah, I've heard that people had put riders on for the ham radio gear, but the one time I got hit by lightning, it was covered. It was any antenna structure, blah, blah, they had that written in.
I got my boat insured.
Yeah, is it a rider on your house insurance?
No, sir. Get it separate, and yeah, not very much, so I thought, what the heck, why not?
Sure, why not? Why not? Yeah, definitely.
Just in case I catch a big fish and it swamps the boat.
Hey, I'm still hearing you in Utah, Paul. Anyway, let's see if there's anybody else out there still on the net. This is going to be last call before we go to 40 meters because we're at the top of the hour anyway. So anybody else on 40 meters wants to check in, and then we're going to 10 meters, and both you guys can probably do 10 meters, and we can direct you over there, all about boats or whatever you want. Anyway, this is VE3 Bravo Kilo, last call for 40 meters.
VE3 CS1.
Okay, VE3 CSY. How you doing there, Paul?
I'm all right this evening. Got in just under the wire, 8:59 p.m. Just one more full logbook, Rick.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, you're coming in pretty good, and some of the signals have been kind of crummy tonight.